What up, folks? I'm ultrazillatoys, and today I have a review of the combined form of the Core Class Dinobots we've been collecting all year, and they're gonna form Volcanicus. That's right, my zillions. We have a Sludge, Swoop, Grimlock, Slug, Snarl, and the new Scar. And we've reviewed these guys throughout this year, and finally I'm gonna put together Volcanicus. This is well overdue. Got to the end of the year before I was able to get to these guys proper. So without any further ado, let's get to that review. But of course, we're gonna have to transform all of these little Dinobots into their proper modes to combine. So, Dinobots, transform and stomp out! And here are all of the Dinobots in their respective combiner modes. Some more legs, we got a torso, we got a upper torso, we got it all here. It's gonna be interesting. Now, the one thing you might have seen is Sludge here. I had to get him back into robot mode to make it easier, so I obviously didn't do that on screen because I've done that before. But yeah, this is everything. So let's combine, shall we? These are gonna go in here with the head going in there, and I'm just assuming because I didn't look up anything on this. These would go into here to hold it together. I'm assuming these would go back. Yeah, there you go. So that, if you didn't see that, sometimes I look at what I'm doing and not and not the camera. There we go. There we go. That went in there. That went in there. That's one. Let's put some feet on this guy. Get Grimlock in here, like so. I don't know why, like exactly why it's the way it is. Like why is there only one leg up, arm up? That makes no sense. Well, we're gonna check that out, because I'm gonna put Snarl on this side, and this fell off on me. Oh yeah, this is gonna be a pain in the butt. And do stay tuned. Like directly after this one, I mean not today, but like the next video should be this little upgrade kit that I got from... Who did I get it from? I forget. But I got a little upgrade kit for this guy. And this should go in, but no, this has to go like this. Oh boy. There we go. Alright. Alright. Now, arms. Swoop, there he is. I guess it goes up here, but it feels weird the way it's done. Okay. And this guy's gonna go... Nope, it's gonna go like this. Come out just a little bit. There we go. There we have it. And, yeah, for better or worse, here he is. Oh my gosh. You know what? Before we continue, let me just finagle some things here. Alrighty, and now we can really look at Volcanicus. I did a couple of things. First off, I took this out of here because this was just gonna fall out the sword. So, you know, he's got a little sword now. I mean, what else are you gonna do with this thing, right? I mean, like, it didn't serve any purpose. It looks better like this. You know, his foot. He's got a mini sword, alright? He's got a little mini dagger, if you will. And that is cool. I like it. Also, there was this extra little piece here. I already forgot who it came with. Did it come with this guy? I don't remember. But I ended up putting it up here. Like, I snapped it in from the bottom. I tried to do a bunch of different things with it. It wasn't really fitting anywhere. If anybody has a good place for this other than this, let me know. But this is fine because it didn't really, you know, widen his backpack just by a little bit. Lengthen his backpack, I should say. I wanted to get it in here. Like, I tried to get it in here and it wasn't staying. Man, that was like a missed opportunity, in my opinion, to add a couple of little... Alright, it's fine. A couple of little pegs here to match up with these two unsightly things. And if you would have did that, and see, it almost catches here. If you would have did that, man, look at that. Look, he's got forearm now. How cool would that have been? And, you know, that's something, you know, some upgrade kits should work on. Filling that out. And maybe they have, maybe the bigger upgrade kits, DNA design. It's not the one I got. I got like a cheap upgrade kit. You know, I was just going for cheap. So I got something and I can't even remember what it does. But stay tuned for that. We're gonna, you know, work on that next. We're gonna do a little Fixzilla in with this guy. But this is a little Fixzilla all onto itself because, you know, there's places for this, which is good. So yeah, this is what I did. I just went like this, and I plugged it in back there. So otherwise, I like it. I think it's good. He's big. He's chunky. You know, the connections are fine. You know, it's not like terrible. I don't mind this. I think this is pretty cool, honestly. And even on its own, it's not the worst thing in the world, you know? Yeah, see, it comes apart a little bit easy here. But not, like, super easy. I'm, like, playing around with it a lot. But I don't know. He could be worse. Is he great? No. But he could be worse. I honestly really like this. You know, he's much chunkier than the Power of the Primes one was, which I do have, but oh boy, he is not in... It's sort of combined, but it's a mess. I don't know. We'll see if I could configure it decently again for comparison with this one. But we'll be comparing this one with, you know, other things that'll be more fun, because this is a Core Class Combiner, and he turns out to be like a 6.5 inch, almost 7 inch figure. Yeah, yes, my friends, we're gonna get this guy going with other things. And look at all the color on this because of the combined mode. I really like that. You know, you get a lot of red. I mean, you get all the colors of the Dinobots, and that's cool. You get the reds, you get the golds, which are very nice. You get some silver and gold, and a lot of gray. But you even have a little blue from Swoop in here. It's pretty cool, you know. This thing I wish was better. This right here annoys me, the way they did Grimlock here. I feel like that could have been better. This part does not stay in good, and when you try to push it in, it like pushes his head up, and it doesn't look quite right. So I wish they did that better, but you know, because this looks great. I love how this leg looks. Snarl looks like a great leg because he's got an awesome knee. You know, the red here looks fantastic. You know, this is what the side looks like, whatever on the side. You know, he's got a giant heel. It's good. It works. And this side, you know, this is all fine too. That works. But then up here is just a mess. Like, one arm is out here. This is over here. There was no good way to do that? I don't know. You know, and you're kind of blocking his thighs, which aren't like the greatest thing in the world, but, you know, you're still blocking him. And then you got this part here, which looks fine. You know, from the sides, not so much, but from the front, it's pretty good. And then all of this looks pretty good in black. The waist looks decent. You got Slug's head in the middle, and I think that's awesome. Like, because it's got presence. You know, Slug's head has presence with the frill and the horns. That's great. That was a good idea. I like it. Swoop on one side with the wings folded in is pretty fine. You know, kind of skinny, but it works. And then, what's his name? Scar on this side, looking pretty good too. Scar's head is very much like Snarl's head, which is, you know, put away. But it looks a lot like Snarl's head. But yeah, he's pretty good. Now that we have this, let's make this into a Generation Select Dino King, shall we? Yes, Japanese fans, let's hear it out because they gotta do it. I think they are. I think they hinted at it also recently during their Christmas thing. But I like the stripe there from Swoop. That looks pretty good. You know, I like his ribs on this side, I guess, if you want to call them. You know, you got all this going on in the back, but, you know, what else are you going to do with it? And then you got this awesome Volcanicus head, which, yes, it does look like a lot like Grimlock's head. And that's fine, because Grimlock is king. So I like it. I think that looks really good. The gold up here looks really nice. The red visor, really nice. And then the rest of the head looks awesome in that shiny black. So I think this is cool. I think the proportions are very nice. It does have articulation. As you saw, I moved the head, which is good. You can move the waist. And then you have the shoulders, which go back and forth. And you turn it on the combined peg. And then you could take it right out of his head. Out of his shoulder. If you're not careful. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's not like loose, but like, you know, you're working it and you're going to work it right out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Then you can move this like a bicep swivel. And then you could use that as a, well, you could turn this and use this as a elbow. So that's pretty cool. I don't mind that. Then for the legs, can go outwards. About that much. And then kicks forward and back. And then you do have thigh swivel, which is good. The knee turns and turns, which is good. Hinges and turns, nice. No ankle rockers on this guy. But, you know, hey, it is Grimlock. Red, blue-eyed Grimlock. But yeah, it works. The articulation works for something like this. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I don't know. And for your size comparisons, oh boy, I actually got them in working condition. Here is the power of the primes of Volcanicus. And boy, is that thing an absolute mess. I mean, yeah. I also have this here and not there, and I don't know, I can't remember which is the right one, if I, you know, made that decision consciously or not. And also, I did add these things. I never got an upgrade kit for that. It was just such a mess. I just didn't feel like it. You know, like, on its own, it's just, it's a mess, and it didn't inspire me to want to spend more money on it, but it is what it is. It's kind of interesting, and whenever, you know, they do a Volcanicus, I'm kind of cool with it, because, you know, I just like the idea of a combined Dinobot. But, you know, in a lot of ways, I like the way this little guy looks more stock-wise, because he's stockier. So yeah, you know, obviously this guy does some things better for sure, but I do like this little one just a bit more, I think. Just one other Transformer comparison. Here it is with another Core Class figure, and that is a Rumble. And if you want, let me bring in Boater here, a little Micromaster, so you can see how they fit. I kind of like the Micromasters with this Volcanicus. But hey, let's get more fun with this, shall we? Here is Hayatoy's Godzilla, and I think that's pretty good. You know, what else do we have around? How about Gorgo? Clock's in a little bit shorter. You know, it's not so bad. How about a Monster Arts Godzilla? You can see that. He's a little tall, but that's fine. I don't mind them being a little tall. I think either way, you're gonna have a good time there, like, you know. However way you do it, I think that really, really works. So that's pretty cool, guys. It's a pretty cool that this Volcanicus, you know, scales with pretty much a lot of different monster figures. Yeah, I'd have fun with that. I would. And my final thoughts, I really like this Volcanicus, you know, and it's mostly because it is a Volcanicus that can scale with my Kaiju figures. And as you saw, it scales with SH Monster Arts, it scales with Haya, and for those of you that are asking, obviously it would scale with NECA too if you wanted to put it in that, because it's like in the middle of those two. So it would work with a lot. Probably Super 7's a little bit too tall, I would say, but man, this really works. You know, some upgrading for sure. Like I was saying when I was doing the first comparison with the Power of the Primes Volcanicus, that thing was so bad that I felt like even an upgrade kit wasn't gonna be enough to like make it like awesome. Because it's so like jangly and loose, it would need a lot. And I didn't want to spend a lot on it, you know what I'm saying? This guy, like I said, I already bought something. I have a little mini kit we're gonna check out very shortly for it. But on its own, it's not bad. It's not bad either. You know, I would have done maybe a couple of things different, but like, you know, like filling in areas with like things you already have, like I showed. But otherwise, and like, you know, getting some of the modes a little bit cool, like make it feel a little cooler than it is. But I like his chunkiness. He feels good. He's pretty solid, even though, like, you know, I kept like popping out his arm and stuff. He's not loose, as you can see. So it's pretty cool. I really like it. I'm gonna say that for something that's a core class combiner. You know, those are the little figures to come together. It works. It really does. And there you go, guys. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content, and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out, peeps.